If you can hear this, you're watching Jellowetta. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Do you mind? Jello, everybody. Oh, nice throw. I think this is the first stream of December, isn't it? I have been out of town for a hot minute. Between the weird weather we've been having and the other stuff related to the holiday season, I have not had a lot of downtime this month, but it is good to be back. As you can tell, I've been in the process of trying to get my own Christmas cheer on, so... Hi. Now let's put you on screen, shall we, chat? There we go. Now the world will know what we all had to say to each other. December is an interesting month because, when you've lived in one part of the human world for so long, you tend to forget that people experience it very differently. Like over here, it's cold, and the days are short. The sun will be down by like 4:30. But I realize that there are other parts of the world right now where it's hotter than usual. Like, really warm. And the sun's up for, like, a longer amount of time. And I've never been on that side of the planet while it was December. So the concept of, like, a warm, sunny December just doesn't fit for me. Even when I was in California last weekend, even then, it was still cold. Like, it wasn't freezing. It was warmer than it is up here, but it was still chillier. And so when people say, oh, yeah, December's our summer, I think, what must that be like? What must it be like to have your summer at the beginning of the year and then, like, smack in the middle is when winter kicks in? I wonder if that would, like, mess up my sense of time internally. Would I think, this is okay, it's May now. Now it's time for, fall. Would I be able to even adjust to the other seasons? I don't know. I've wondered about this a couple of times because it just goes to show that no matter how much of the planet I see, there's going to be things that I still don't, like, fully understand. And while it's fun to visit places, thank you. That is a very relevant redeem for today, isn't it? I lost my train of thought. But basically, it's just interesting to me to think about how much bigger this world is. And, Christmas is coming. And regardless of your, religious affiliation, I feel like if Christmas is not your favorite holiday, I understand, because there's a lot of stuff attached to Christmas, and for some people it can be very complicated and sometimes even painful. But I think if there's anything that's, good to do around Christmas time, it's probably to take a moment and think about how big the world around you is and how many people there are and how, like, collectively there is so much more love and joy than we hear about on the news and in the popular culture. Because one of the things I've come to discover is that there are a lot of people with very vested interests in keeping us at each other's throats. They want us to believe that, people from a certain background are our enemies, or people from a certain economic status are our enemies, or people from another country are our enemies. And, what I would like to say for the Christmas spirit is that, this holiday, whatever it means to you, I hope that it serves as a reminder. Even if you see it as a symbolic reminder, I hope you see it as a reminder that love really does conquer all. And I know that sounds maybe a little corny and a little cliche, especially in 2025. And trust me, I'm not saying this from the perspective of someone who's, unaware of the corruption out there. I live in the United States, and I'm not saying that gives me a perfect viewpoint. It just means I have a certain level of awareness and also a certain level of embarrassment and just popular embarrassment. So I apologize for the fact that nationally we are not a very good neighbor right now. But setting aside, your interpersonal politics and your economic backgrounds and all that other stuff, people are people. People are people. And the more we can come to understand how much more we have in common and how much we can do for each other, and how much people who are on the other side of the world are living lives of their own and have deep, rich personalities, deep, rich hearts. The fact that, none of you are any deeper or shallower than me. We are all people with our own unique perspectives and a whole world inside our heads that no one else will ever fully understand. And acknowledging that and seeing where we can come together and, spend time with each other and make an effort to understand each other. It sounds, especially these days, it sounds almost corny, almost unreal, because we're surrounded by all these messages of cynicism. Oh, Christmas is just commercialism, and everything's driven by the economy, and people don't really care about each other, and nobody knows anything anymore, and misinformation, blah, 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 blah. And it's just this constant barrage of messaging that's designed to discourage us and make us feel like we don't belong anywhere, and we can't ever be loved. And I'm here to tell you right now, that is not true. If Christmas means nothing else to you, I hope it means that you're loved. Because this Christmas, I'll tell you myself, I love you. I want what's best for you. I want to see you do well. And Mel, I may not personally have much influence in making that happen. I want you to know I'm cheering for you. I believe in you. And while the world is a crazy and unpredictable place, and I cannot guarantee or promise anything, I do, at the very, very core, believe that eventually it all works out. So with 11 days left until Christmas, I am properly decked and attired. I hope you appreciate my look for the season. I do like to get festive, because even though Christmas does bring back some hard memories for me, it is still my favorite holiday. And again, I understand that may not be true for everyone, but I wanted to make this into kind of a little bit of a shared seasonal celebration. We're supposed to meet once or twice more before the end of the year, but this is the first time, so I hope you'll enjoy our time together. I brought out Nights into Dreams because everybody knows that's the Christmas game around here. We play the vanilla version and the Christmas version. I thought about bringing out Knight's Journey of Dreams, but that game is significantly longer, and I don't know that we'd have time to finish it before the holidays are, over. But we'll keep it in our back pocket, as well as one or two Mario 64 ROM hacks. I've adjusted a couple of the redeems. You may notice that some of the traditional ones are not available. They will be back with us after the new year. But I have added one or two things and adjusted one or two others, so I hope y'all will enjoy that. And now that we're about 12 and a half minutes into the stream, maybe we should start playing video games. Now, I'm trying to remember, is there anything else that was kind of relevant that I wanted to tell you all about? My schedule's in the server. You've already probably seen it. Is there anything else, though? Nothing's coming to mind, so I guess we'll just move on. I'd like to do a song for you later on, but we'll do that later. You've already heard the song, so it won't be new to you to hear it again. But yeah, I feel like, yes, it's true. I do occasionally do those. In fact, there's actually a redeem to try to unlock them faster. But there's a collab coming up. But I would just say, again, it's that time of the year where if you can take a few minutes to be quiet and enjoy a little bit of peace, you don't necessarily have to be surrounded with people, but you can be if you want to. Just take a deep breath and look at how far you've come and realize, this journey is something that happens one day at a time. And you don't need to sit there and think about, all these things that could go wrong or all these things that did go wrong, because right here, right now is where you are. And I don't know. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to say what my heart wants to say. But you're here for a reason. And you're loved. And I really, really hope that if you get anything out of this season, it's joy and a renewal of your heart, so that when you go into the next year, you feel ready to take on anything, but also you know that you're not alone. Okay. All right. Thanks for listening to that. Prepare to be blasted with jingle bells. You all thought I was kidding, didn't you? Let's see. How's the game audio look? Oh, right. It does this weird thing where if I put the window in the background, it doesn't work anymore. I'll just check it this way. Okay, that seems fine. It's not playing the Christmas cutscene, which is a little weird. Like, that's not the Christmas cutscene, but that's fine. Jingle Bells has actually been my countdown theme for the previous 2 Christmases, so this year we're doing something a little different. But yeah, I like Jingle Bells. It's too loud? I had a feeling it might be. Let me just, slide that down a little bit. Slide this up a little bit. That should fix it. Oh my goodness, look at those old 3D renders. And the torn up poster. Alright, so let's see. Do we want to do... we should probably do the Christmas streams after, so let's do the new stuff first. Alright. We'll start with her today. Spring Valley, the ideal. Does anyone else ever want to say it ideal because of the way Idia is pronounced in this show? I made it so close to Knights this time before they stole them. Do you think the level just ends automatically if you manage to do that? Anyways, can we just take a second to appreciate their little dance? A little dance they do. And then as soon as you get within range, they look at you like, oh, you're ready to go. Look at this. What are they? Oh, no. They're like, hey, don't forget me. Okay, all right. There we go. Let's do this. Oh, this game is so fun. I know it's so basic, but, like, I just never get tired of this one. This game makes me happy. All right, break that open. And then spin. Lap 1. I think a certain level of simplicity in video games really needs to be appreciated more than it is. Watch this. There we go. Now we're gonna go into bonus time. I would love to see a sequel to this game. Oh, chat, just so you know, I have Sonic Racing Crossworlds now. However, I don't know if my computer's strong enough to run it and stream at the same time, so, yeah, we haven't been doing that. I've been tempted, but since the game recommends you have 12 gigs of RAM on board and my PC has 16, I'm not sure it can do much more than run the game. One of these games, I should get the compact disc for this game. That's like just a copy of the soundtrack. Carefully, or throw the Nighthopian out. All right, better make our way back. Nice. Yeah, we got a B. I'll take it. It's funny. Superman 64, but good and made with love. I never thought about it, but changing the perspective of the rings you fly through does seem to make it a lot more fun. I guess it's partially because, like, at its heart, Knights is kind of like a 2.5D platformer. You spend most of your time moving from left to right. Say, RAM is pretty pricey. My computer's also fairly old, so, like, realistically, I'm not sure how much, I'm not realistically sure how much RAM it can actually hold. I want that, anyway. I wanted those too, but, forgot the orbs. You don't want to forget your orbs, chat. First order of business in Knights of the Dreams. Do not forget the orb. Always remember your orb. I helped somebody hang up Christmas lights yesterday. Did you know you can get Christmas lights that don't need to be plugged in and aren't battery powered? You can get solar powered Christmas lights. So I bought them a bunch of solar powered Christmas lights. Well, they bought them. I helped them hang them. But we strung them along this twine along with these plastic bells. So we basically made like a homemade holiday garland with lights on it that is supposed to go off overnight. And the idea is that way it can be engaged while they're... Oh, I don't want to wander too far off here or the timer will kill me. But the idea is that they'll be able to go leave the house and the lights will still stay on without having to worry about electrical hazards. Oh, I want that. Not that. This guy. No, there isn't a lot of sunlight in December. I don't know. I don't know. It may end up not being the most practical thing we've ever come up with, but... Oh, medium loop. Hang on. Nice! We got 5 combos! This game fills me with such giddiness. I don't know what it is, chat. There's certain things that just make my heart beat a little faster. Video game! It's a real pity that this isn't on sale for sale on Steam anymore. I thought originally it was because Sega was maybe planning on... Oh, hello. Sega was originally planning on making, like, a new version, but they haven't, so I'm not really sure what that was about. But we know they didn't forget them because, you know, they made a whole... They did include them in the Sonic Cross Worlds, which, by the way, since they're a DLC character, does that mean they didn't give them any voice acting? I want this egg. Egg! Okay, well, we're moving on from the egg because we got places to be. Oh yeah, we're running low on time. We should really hurry it up. There we go. One of these days, all this practice will make me a master at this game. Actually, probably not, but it's okay. You don't necessarily have to be the best at something to enjoy it. In fact, I firmly hold that you don't need to be more than, like... You don't need to be good at something to enjoy it. As long as you're having fun, that's really all that matters. I know, sometimes I feel like I'm talking like a Hallmark card, but I really do believe these things to be true. Now, that doesn't mean it's always easy to apply. Like, there are definitely things in my life I wish I was better at doing, because I would enjoy doing them more. But that's what practice is for, right? Hey, leave me alone. I got places to be. Anyways, what do you think, Chad? If you could live in the world of Knights or the world of Sonic, which one do you think you'd pick? Oh, I didn't mean to go through there. That's okay. Well, end of level. No more bonus time. Probably got a C for that level. Yep. Practice makes perfect. That's what I'm told. There are people who are really good at this. Alright, time to hit this thing in the head up a bajillion times. This is one of those faces only a mother could love. I say that. I'll bet this character has a dedicated fan community, actually. The game's still too loud? Oh. Okay, maybe I just need to turn my own input up. Hang on a second. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. There, that ought to fix it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Logan. The World of Nights is pretty... There's not a lot. Like, they made 3 or 4 Archie comic issues out of it. Still got a C. Wow, I thought I was doing pretty well there. And then there's a book written in Japanese, which if I ever get good enough at my Japanese, I'm gonna read it to you all. All right, next level. I did try to defeat the boss as fast as I could. I thought I was going pretty fast. Just goes to show you, like, you know, there's still room for improvement. All right, up next, level 2. Now that being said, oh, I pushed the wrong button. My A and B are inverted in this game, and I'm not sure why. Having played a fair amount of Nights, both, you know, the old game and the new game, I do think I like the new one a little bit more, just because it does a lot that. Look at this character. Why do they... I will say, I do think it's cool how much, like, additional physics and stuff that... She's got crawling animation. It's almost like they were trying to make a 3D platformer at some point and then realized, oh, you know what? It's more fun to fly in this world. But she's even got a triple jump. Look at that! She can Super Mario through this. She can even grab some of these things. Actually legitimately impressive in my opinion. Like, you can explore a lot of this world without Nights. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying you can. And then there's that stuff, which I'm guessing we should stay out of. Oh yeah, forget you can change the camera too. Like, look how much of this level is modeled. Look how much world they made, and Nights doesn't explore all of it because they, you know, remain on a fixed track, so, like... Look, you can even go in this thing and get thrown through the little cannon area. How cool is that? I love this game. I love games like this. Anyways, I should probably go get Nights, right? Should probably follow the game's request and, like, actually go pick up the main character. Oh, that's bad. I don't want to be there. Dodge that clock. We don't need the clock. Apparently, we're already holding a lot of beads. Wait, does this mean... Alright, Nights, let's go! We're gonna have so many of these orbs that by the time we get to the... Yep, it just blows up immediately, chat! Okay, so that's the strat. Grab all the... Grab all the things first. There we go. We'll let the little Ritopian egg out. There we go. bounce off the dynamic terrain, and then grab that thing, get some confetti. Can we grab that? Nope, not yet. Spin off this dude, grab these guys. They really do capture the whole, like, you're dreaming thing of this game quite well. It makes me happy. You're gonna get so many bonus points. Remember when points in video games were, like, really important, chat? Like, that was still a very big thing, was getting a high score. Feels like that's not really a thing anymore. I always thought it was funny that New Super Mario Bros. Wii had a scoring system, because, like, to my knowledge, the score in that game does nothing. Like, absolute bupkis. But it is there, and then in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, they finally were like, what are we doing here, chat? What is the point of this? And they just phased it out. It makes you wonder if they'll bring it back in another game later. Because I think that was the first, like, side-scrolling Mario game besides... Well, wait, hold on. No, Super Mario Bros. 2 had a scoring system. It did. For a second, I thought it didn't, but it did. It just didn't feel very prominent. Alright, I got time. I can fly on back now. Woohoo! That was cutting it close. A lot of these games are multiplayer where it's not fun unless you're good at it. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean there, Logan. A lot of people have games they really like playing online, and I'm not opposed to that. Obviously, I play a lot of games online. But I do think the struggle that a lot of online games especially have is, like, a lot of them don't optimize properly for casual play. So unless you're just incredible at the game, you're going to spend a decent chunk of your time getting absolutely clobbered by folks who, you know, maybe through an excess of time, or having more practice, or maybe some of both, or maybe just being more naturally skilled. You know, you're just going to meet people who are significantly better at the game, and it can get a little discouraging, because some types of games, you know, the best way to win is to make sure your opponent doesn't get to play. I'm thinking of Splatoon, for example. Like, Splatoon is, I think, kind of infamous for that at this point, where it's like, yeah, the best way to win the game is to make sure your team the opposing team just doesn't get to play at all. Which, you know, I'm not saying that's always a bad thing, but it does mean that if one team is too good, yeah, it does become a bit unplayable. So sometimes I like single-player experiences like this, where the only real pressure is between you and the game. Okay, I really want this egg. Oh, trust me, nothing Splatoon did could be as bad as what Mario Maker came up with. Mario Maker was the closest I ever came to, like, just giving up on humans. That game was the one that had me going, you know, maybe I should go back to World of Mellowetta, hang out, and stop trying to do this visit the humans mission. Which is very funny, because, you know, if you want to be pedantic, I guess I technically started out as a Mario Maker channel. Well, that was fun. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with high skill ceiling games, or even games that, you know, that's what I'm looking for. High skill ceiling games, or games that challenge players. It's just, sometimes you think, I wonder if there's a way to make this a little less high pressure. And the answer is, I'm not sure. I've never balanced that kind of title, so I'm not saying I can do it better. Yeah, flying through hoops in this game is very satisfying. It makes you feel it makes you feel very, like, coordinated and graceful, which I think is a pretty important thing for any video game to be able to do, honestly. keep forgetting I have the drill dash, and I'm like, I need to use that. We'll take that. So, fun fact, this is a PC port. Ow. Oh, now I'm suddenly small. I'm Small Knights. Baby Knights! Baby Knights. Okay, next. Oh, right, we don't wanna break through that if we can avoid it. Nice. I think I lost my train of thought. What was I saying, chat? Does anybody know? Oh, there's a busted up car there. Didn't notice that the first time. That does kind of explain all the traffic signals, though. Oh, now the car's moving. That's a little odd. Boink! Did I break all of them? Nice. We can't go that way, so I guess we're leaving. Whoa, so many combos. Ah! Okay, well, in we go. Next level. Hey, we got a B. That's cool. Alright. What? Riala? Okay. Ah, there you are. Gotcha. Riala has such a cool boss fight. Oh, apparently I hit them. Oh, you got me. That was it. They only take 3 hits. Cool chair, though. Oh. That's gonna make for an awkward family reunion. So, how are things with you and your brother? Oh, you know. Had another fight. He exploded. Oh, that again? Yeah. Alright, up next. The Soft Museum. The Confusion. This is... Oh, so did anybody watch the Game Awards? Oh, yeah, the terrain is in fact soft. You saw some of the results? I heard, some game I had never heard of won, called, what's it called? I don't know what the game was called. It's so weird. Look at this squishy terrain! This is like a giant bed you can bounce on. Yeah, Expedition 33. Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was called. I want to explore now. Like, yeah, I'll see Knights in a second, but I want to see what else. Look at all this extra stuff they put in. They just did this because they could. Hey, Shiny. How you doing? We're playing, as you know, one of my favorite games from one of my favorite series, even though calling it a series feels a little weird when there's only, like, 2 of them. It got the most awards in a Game Awards. Oh, well, good for it. I've never played Expedition 33, so I don't know jack squat about it, but good for the developers. Is there, like, a cash prize? I feel like there should be a cash prize, you know? I feel like if you win Game of the Year, your staff should all be given like at least a $25 Visa gift card. Like, I'd understand that so many people work on video games and it would probably be impossible to give them all like a big prize, but there should be a prize. Persona. Sorry, that's gonna be my favorite running gag. I've never played the game, and it's just gonna be my running gag forever. Anyways, now we can blow this up instantly because I played like a pro by grabbing all the beads before the timer could even start. Now we're playing with power. I love cheesing old video games. The last of the modern trilogy. How many games have they made? Because, you know, I assume that Persona 5 wasn't actually the 5th one. Like, that would just be too obvious. In today's video game naming convention universe, that would just be too obvious. Don't play Persona 3 on stream. I think if I were to play Persona on stream, I think if I were to play several of these games on stream, I would basically be required to change my overall channel rating, at least for those few streams. Break that open, because I want it. Well, good to hear you've been doing well, Shiny. I know Legends ZA has some DLC. When the game first came out, I had a lot of people telling me not to spend my money on it, but it seems like the reception has warmed up a little bit since then. As long as you can get past the fact that the game is like 98% tutorial for the first 2 hours. There's 5 of the main... I do remember we once played a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off game for Halloween. We played it like once, and then I don't think anybody really interacted with it beyond that point. This music makes me happy. Oh, I best be getting back though. There we go. And we still got a C. Well, I'm nothing if not consistent. Are you ready to go inside? We're going inside. Behold, the Soft Museum, where running into walls will slow me down quite significantly, so... Sponge. Oh, it came close to breaking it, but not quite. Oh, okay. That was different. What? Knights? Chad, have we seen that animation before? Well, that's cool, Shiny. That's good to hear. I don't know if I've seen that animation with Knights before. That was interesting. We're going back in. I like the little drum beat it plays each time. Little percussion sting. Don't give them any. Don't give them ideas. Honestly, that website has kind of become unusable now that it's just like... It feels like it's 80% AI stuff, and... Actually, you know what, chat? I'm gonna stop saying AI. Because it's not AI. It's a large language learning model. Calling it AI is really a disservice to the concept of an actual AI, and Meringue gets her feelings hurt, so I'm not gonna say it anymore. Anyways, we did break through there, so that's good. And we got a C rank, so that's cool too. We didn't, you know, we didn't explode, so it's all good. Oh, shaboom! Boing. This is how I get to work in the morning. This is the average Meloetta commute experience. I see somebody found the thwomp. Or the womp, I should say. I should have enough to just, yeah, I was gonna say, I should have enough to just blow that up. Back in the cannon. Kaboom! Yeah, the thwomp was quiet. The reason it's quieter, Luma, is because it's tied to the game's volume. Everything's run through the desktop audio processor right now, including the game itself, so when I bring the game down, it brings the sound effects down a bit, too. It's just kind of an unavoidable side effect, to be honest. Hi, Duskfy! It's all good, you're in time for the holiday tradition. It probably is a loud game. A lot of Sega games in general tend to be kind of on the noisy side. Laundry Day. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Better than Persona and Pokemon, you're excited for some Christmas traditions. The Wii has some of the best games for just feeling good overall. Alright, we gotta hurry up. We gotta really hurry up. There we go! Just made it. Daytona! I'm just gonna start doing that every time y'all do that. Alright. Through the giant sponges. Oh yeah, I remember this level! Oh, I remember this part. This is fun. Look at that. So the rings are only gonna appear on one side. So we gotta... Let me through! Let me through! Oh my goodness. Whimsy! Whimsy in my video game in 2025? Did I blow it up? Oh, not quite. There's a few more dudes. Ow! Hey! Rude. I do think it's kind of funny that knights can't really take damage. They can only run out of time. Like, knights, functionally immortal. However, time is a problem. Or can be. You ever wonder, chat, if knights picked their own name or if they got it from their dad? You know? I wonder if I'm the only person who's wondered that. I imagine I'm not. There are people who probably think about this and know the lore far better than I do. Imagine being able to choose your own name. I mean... I think a lot of people choose their own names. I did. Uh-oh, this could be a problem. Oh, there we go. Phew! Slept in? Fair, fair. I was up kind of late. Couldn't talk? Oh, right. Humans have kind of a different approach, don't they? Alright. I don't remember how to beat this one. Oh, right. We gotta get into the fish cannon. Behold, chat, the fish cannon. Where is this guy anyway? Oh, he went up here. Got it. Well, why can't I find him? Well, because he went into a different part of the... Rude! Different part of the fish cannon. It got censored? What? That's an interesting choice for the auto mod. Oh, let me... Into the fish cannon. How many times do I have to hit him, do you think? Oh, that many. Look at the little tiny sparkle. It's just like and then It's so silly. It's so silly. Oh my goodness. That is very interesting. I wonder why it did that. It's the fish blaster. You understand my vision, Shiny. Anyways, if you have a PlayStation 2, you can get this game. I think it has to be region unlocked, but you know, same diff. Alright, we'll do these last two after we take care of his side. We got dreams to go after. Splash Garden, the affection. This is how I'm gonna start naming places I go to. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, we gotta check this place out. Right? I mean, we have to look this place up. We have to look this place over before we start flying. Oh, okay. That's what happens if you touch that. For anyone who's curious. I know somebody else besides me had to have been. I did it last time, but you know, I don't always remember. It's according to Steam, it had been almost exactly a year before since I'd last touched this title, so you know, holiday season, traditions and all that. Okay, he can't swim. It does look nice, doesn't it? I like the vibes here. This seems like a cool place to hang out. There we go. Stuck the triple jump. Let's go let the Nighttopian out of their egg. Oh wait, there's more. There's more down here. Go grab these guys. Yep. We're gonna have enough to just bust the thing open immediately. So, I think I've told you this, chat, but I have Nights into Dreams as a physical copy. And Christmas Nights into Dreams as a physical copy. And one year, I think it might be fun to bring out my physical Sega Saturn to play it on stream. But if you choose to put the disc in and it's not region unlocked, which mine usually is, but if it's not region unlocked, it'll treat it like an audio CD, and you can actually hear the soundtrack for both the Christmas version and the regular version, just played as a CD. It's really cool, actually. Oh, that thing wants to catch me. I should probably leave it. The hardest part is it's on CRT, and I don't have a good CRT capture card. I should probably get one. Yeah, I think a lot of those old disc-based consoles could. All right, Knights is doing their little dance. I still think it's really cute how they do their little they're just vibing, and then you get close, and then they'll be like, "Hey." Oh. And then they'll be like, "Hey, you wanna go for a ride?" And Duskvy, you weren't here to see this, but if you walk away, they actually start to panic a little bit. Which I did not realize, because I don't think I've ever blown them off that long. Because, you know, it's Knights. It's hard to say no to them for an extended period of time. Oh yeah, we're in bonus time. We don't want to hit the block yet. They're like, "Hey, where are you going?" It's kind of the vibe you get from them, and it's like, you do realize we can't actually finish the game without me, right? Like, you do know I'm a requirement for this. I like how they turn into a little mermaid. They don't do the dolphin thing that they do in the sequel. They go with a mermaid look. Got their well, I don't know, Nightmare. How do you call that? I mean, they got a fishtail and everything. Then they got a blanket. That's nice. I wouldn't mind lying on a blanket. Maybe I should lie on a blanket while I stream. What do you think of that, chat? Look at all this stuff. Ba-ba-ba-dum. 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 I think I got time for one more lap. Oh, I see. We've decided to go straight for it. All right. Well, after this level, then I will put on a blanket. Yeah, Accessorize is one of the redeems I made a little less expensive since I knew y'all might miss Grunch otherwise. Good question, Logan. I honestly couldn't tell you. It might be somewhere out there. Break that open. Grab these, and then these. Pew! I actually have an official blanket of me. I don't know if you'll... I know, that sounds really... It sounds really, really kind of, yeah, there is an official Jell-O blanket out there. However, the manufacturer of them went under. So there's only one out there. The only one was ever made. Yeah. But I suppose if I wanted to, I could find another manufacturer. Yeah, I believe that would be correct, Duskby. Yeah, they went under some time ago, unfortunately. I just realized I have way too many beads. I need to break this thing. Yeah, there we go. It's like, why am I still collecting beads? I have a ridiculous number of them already. Yeah, I've thought about doing the merchandise thing, but to be honest, every time I've thought about it and done it, like, there's just not that much that people do with it. And it's not because, like, that's not a big deal. I don't want anybody to feel like they're obligated to buy something they don't want or need. But, you know, obviously I don't want to put too much time into it. Well, that's a problem. I dropped all my rings. If I ever had a really big following, maybe we could get Makeship involved. But yes, currently there's only one. Well, we're gonna get an F grade for this, but at least we can get beads. The alarm clock is so aggressive. Sadly, not enough demand. I mean, it's kind of a sad way to put that, Luma. It's like, there's not enough desire. Oh, I got a D! I really expected to get an F for that one. Oh, yeah? Yeah, a while back, Logan, I made it my mission to go on eBay and find every Meloetta plush that they had at the time. And, I bought one of each one I could find. So I think there are only a few out there I don't have. No, I understood what you meant, Luma. No, my feelings are not hurt. Like, the fact that people don't buy it doesn't bother me. Not really. But it does mean that I don't feel any strong need to go and invest more in it. You know what I mean? Because it takes me time to make it, to have it made, to get it uploaded, all that jazz. So I don't mind at all, but, you know, I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Oop, we got the bonus time. Nice. There's no such... no such thing as too many. But yeah, no, I have a lot of Meloetta plush. This is the future that Echo the Dolphin wants. I wonder if anybody in chat has actually played Echo the Dolphin. we better get moving. There we go. That should be a better... Okay, it's still a D. We're just not doing so hot this time. That's okay, though. It's still a really nice level. So I probably don't have many beads there. No, I didn't think we would. Behold, chat, a water level that's actually fun! And they said it couldn't be done. Okay, well that admittedly felt a little clunky, but it's okay. Oh, that hurts. At least you can very quickly regain speed in this game. It's not hard to do that. So is that enough to bust it open? Nice. But in a far-flung, fetched universe, Logan, if there's ever a plan to make an official plush of me that is, you know, mass manufactured, you'll be the first to know. Although the Pokemon Company might get upset with me. You know, that could be a problem, right? It was kind of awkward getting here and finding out that my existence was copyrighted. Like, oh, already? Uh-oh, we might be running out of time here. I've been enjoying this level so much, I keep forgetting we gotta hurry. What happens if you what happens underwater? Oh, okay, that's what happens. Good grief! That was so violent! For no reason! He just gets caught in the current and pitched into the void. My gosh. Yeah, I figured. Probably gotta... Yeah, that didn't go so well. Oh, hey, we know this guy. Bonk. Bonk. What? Oh, I disagree with that assessment. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Legitimately surprised nobody's thrown that gimmick down. Since that's literally all we're doing is just do it again. There we go. Oh. I'm fumbling a little bit, chat. There we go. Alright, let me get a blanket out. I don't even have a blanket on and I'm already yawning. It's true. It's true. No, that is why I'm getting the blanket ready. I gotta... I had to wait for the level to finish. It's you know, levels in this game are fairly long, so... Wow, we still got third place, huh? Wait, the highest rank is a C? Oh, I gotta work on that. Alright. Let me go get my blanket. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth. That's not what I'm looking for. Receive. King. Wow, why did my voice crack like that? Jello, your voice. Your voice. Time to throw the laundry in the dryer. Fair. You should probably finish the game before I sing any songs. Right? Blanket form, right? Maybe I should put it a little lower down. It's a little high up. It's dangerously close to obscuring my eyes. Slide that down a little. There we go. Doodle doo 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 doo. Grab a drink of water. Oh, wait. There it is. All right, we should continue gaming. Christmas song can wait for later. Where's the bit? There it is. Nice. All right, next. The quicker you destroy the idiot capture, the higher the score you get. Yeah, but what if you have like 9 billion point thing? Like, yeah, not a minute. I'm going to say this. I do think it was a cool idea to give Knights gloves, starting with the Wii title. I think that was a good call. Not like their original design was bad, but like, I just think they look cooler with the gloves on. Huh. Well, this just kind of feels like a Christmassy level already. Behold, ominous idiot orb capture. Hey, Knights. Oh, they noticed me. They noticed me, chat. Look at how panicked they... Like, hey, don't forget me! Alright, well, we got some stuff to do. See you when you get back. I want to walk up the roller coaster and find out what happens. Look at all these eggs. Why is there an egg under the... I can't interact with these eggs. They must be coded differently. Anyone else ever wanted to do this on a roller coaster before? Well, this is different. I don't think it occurred to me that that could happen. No, you've never wanted to do that, Dustby? That's never been on your list of goals, is to walk onto the track of a roller coaster. Oh, hey, this thing is getting closer than I thought it would be. Scared of heights, plus you get run over. Well, yeah, I guess those are both very fair points. Oh, soggy. Ooh, water, yes. It is very funny, though, how emotive Knights gets about being, like, potentially left behind. They are not appreciative of it. They're like, don't forget me. Oh, the alarm clock is not too far, apparently. Oh! I didn't know I could... Did anybody else know you could do that? Do you think that was a developer oversight? Do you think they meant for me to be able to do that, chat? I feel like there's no way I was supposed to be able to do that. Okay, Okay, now that I can't break open without knights. Aw. I like the little whistle they do. This is going to be really easy. We're going to break this thing open and knights won't even be involved. Knights, take a break. We got this. You've been doing all the heavy lifting up until this point. We can figure this out. Probably. Alright, bonus time is now active, chat. Let's go get to knights and see what happens. Automatic F, okay. The game's like, yeah, you did it without knights, but you still aren't getting any credit. That was so abrupt. Alright, we'll just do this one over again, because we didn't really go anywhere, but that was very funny. I will say that was very funny. This kid jumps like Mario. He jumps a little higher than Mario, actually. He's more like a Luigi jumper. He's got Super Mario Galaxy 2 jumps. Alright, let's go, knights. The game's like, yeah, don't do that again. You know what? What we should do one of these days, Chad, is we should look at the different enemy characters in the game. I guarantee you somebody's probably had some fun with some of these more dynamic character designs, and like they've probably made little like sonas of them, which I think is a really cute idea. I mean, I'm sure that there's more than one night. I've already seen evidence of the whole nightmare in one, so. That should be enough to bust that open. Cool. Got apple pie and custard. Do I get some? Mayhaps there is some apple pie and custard for moi. Send some to the screen. That is, you know what? Fair enough. Shipping and handling would be rather a problem, wouldn't it? But I appreciate the thought. I appreciate the sentiment. Did I ever tell y'all one of my favorite Christmas specials used to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? It's not a good Christmas special, I just really like Rudolph. And Yukon Cornelius. And Hermie, I guess. Basically, there's a couple of characters I really like. And it makes up for the fact that everyone else in that special is just the worst person ever. Seriously, everyone else in the entire, like, show is just awful. And most of the time, it's never really, like, talked about, like, how awful they are. It's just like, yeah, they're awful. It's just what happened. And it's like, okay. Is there any comeuppance for that? No? Alright. Does Santa get any better? Not really? Alright. He's not like the Santa Claus that Mickey Rooney played in Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Which, by the way, I think is also actually an objectively better special, even if I'm not as interested because of the lack of Rudolph. I was gonna say, it's definitely not my favorite story. And I do like how by one of the sequels, Rudolph's like, you know, kind of tired of all the attention this thing gets me. But like now it's not so much Now it's not so much that he dislikes being teased as he dislikes the fact that everyone thinks he's super cool because of it. He's like, I still don't want to be, you know, defined only by this feature. And so there's a whole CGI special where he almost gets it removed. That special also has like 937, wait, we never broke it open! Oh my gosh! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Well, we're dead. Let's just do it again. Carne asada sounds good. Yeah, carne asada is, well, you know what? You don't need me to explain it to you. Have the Chilean explain it to you. They will do a much better job than the Meloetta will. Let me in. I got so lost in the sauce that I forgot my job was to, you know, break this thing. I was just enjoying flying in loops, collecting things. They need to put this game back on Steam if they're not gonna do a remake. You know, it would be cool to see the Wii one given a more up-to-date graphical appeal, because the game runs fine, but it was clearly designed with a different console in mind before Sega's management forced Sonic Team to dump it onto the Wii. You know, because at the time they wanted everything to be on the Wii because it was the most popular system. Which of course meant everything had to be motion controls, and nobody knew how to implement motion controls like Sega. Which is to say, badly. But despite that fact, Night Studio Dreams is still a really good game, and I think it deserves a remake, even though I feel like it'll never get one because the reviews at the time trashed it. People were like, it's not hardcore enough, it's just the same game as the first one. I'm like, yeah, the first game was good. That was... Why do you need it to radically change for it to be enjoyable? Could you imagine, like, you know what, I'm gonna say it. Could you imagine making the same complaint about Super Mario Brothers? All you do is walk from left to right and grab the flagpole. Yes, that is, congratulations, you figured out the game. Like, what else do you want? I understand the whole criticism of the game's performance, because, you know, in places it chugs a little bit, and the shoehorning in motion controls is a bad idea, but, like, justice for Knights, basically. That's my opinion. Knights deserve better. Continues to be one of my favorite games on the Wii, which is saying something because some of my favorite games of all time are on the Wii. That should... Oh, it doesn't break it. Oh, how many more of these do we need? Oh, I need those. Back. What is my favorite game of all time? Favorite game of all time, huh? Yeah, that is admittedly a tough one. It has changed once or twice. It might kind of depend on the genre. Are you asking me to, like, narrow it down to just one game, or can I pick, like, a subgenre? next stage. I can pick a subgenre. Alright. Okay, so then, in that case... For three-dimensional platformers, it's probably Super Mario Galaxy 2. For RPGs, it's Paper Mario. For side-scrolling games, it's probably Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Although New Super Mario Bros. Wii was up there for a very long time. Let's see, what else? For sports, it's whatever was going on with Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. For party, it's Mario Party 2. For fighting games, it's Pokken Tournament, which is on the Wii U and the Switch. For RPGs that are not, you know, where you don't play directly as the character, so you have to guide another group, it's probably Pokemon Ultra Sun. So I've created a problem, haven't I? You asked for one game, and it's like, now I'm just giving you a list of games I like. The problem is there's so many good ones out there. Like, this game is one of my favorites, but I don't even know what genre you'd put this in. Would you call it a platformer? Because, like, there's not a lot of platforming going on. You spend most of your time in the air. But I don't know if you'd call Knights a Flight Simulator, you know what I mean? Mario games have been a large part of my gaming repertoire for a very long period of time, so he features prominently in my best of list for a lot of different things. But that doesn't mean there aren't other really good titles out there. It just means, like, he tends to feature very prominently in them in general. I think one of the reasons I like video games in general is because they give you the opportunity to be a little bit silly. I don't think people appreciate how silly you're allowed to be in video games as much as they should. Whenever I see a game where it's like, it's a deep, compelling narrative with a super serious premise, I'm like, that's cool, but like, I prefer whimsy. And I have full respect for developers who put, you know, their heart and soul into games with serious, developed, push-forward narratives. Like, there's nothing wrong with strong stories and, you know, deep mechanics. I love all those things. But sometimes, I just want to be a silly little nightmare jester that turns into a sled on a mountain and falls downhill collecting golden stars. Like, sometimes this is all I want from my video game. I don't need a game that takes me 80 hours to complete, you know? I'm okay with a game that takes me, like, 2 hours. Because sometimes the experience being short and sweet is what makes it special. Do I get a B? Yay, I get a B! Very nice at the game, though. Alright, let's fight Riala again. Gotcha. Do it again. Still one of the best boss fight themes. Do it again. I'm waiting. There we go. Oh, he ran into a building. I think I made him break his throne. Oopsies. Oh, well. Yeah. See you next time, Riala. Just so destructive. I'm glad he didn't overreact. Exactly. Exactly. Totally normal response. Oh no, chat. My GameStop Pro membership expires in 35 days. Also known as that thing I periodically forget I have. Apparently GameStop did like an annual GameStop Awards video featuring a whole bunch of different video gaming YouTubers. I guess it's hosted by Scott the Woz. I haven't watched a lot of Scott the Woz recently. I guess it's because a lot of his videos are like now hour-long things. Or 3-hour-long things. I'm like, I don't have that kind of time. What do you think is the appropriate length for a YouTube video, chat? Should a YouTube video be as long as the average Twitch stream all the time, or do you think it's more of a, did I buy something for the GameStop event? What GameStop event? I like how there's just this little guy. Alright, time to go collect hoops, loops, and orbs. We need a lot more orbs. We need morb. Whoa, what the? That's weird. Trip E. Bring almost anything to exchange it for credit? Huh. Wasn't aware of that. Yeah, that seems like a lot of video. I don't know. I've seen some YouTube videos that are basically just full-length cinematic productions, and there's a part of me that's like, does anybody have the time for that? But somebody must. It just, you know, isn't me. Or maybe it's one of those things you're supposed to watch in chunks. I wonder sometimes. That's the sort of thing you put on at work during a slow day. I'm kidding, by the way. That's not actually something I can really do at my job, but you know what I mean. Speaking of my job, chat, I had a very pleasant surprise recently. I got a holiday bonus. I didn't even know that we did those because it's not written anywhere in the employee handbook. And they're like, oh yeah, Joe, here's your extra money. And I'm like, I get extra money? For what? And then I asked them to calculate it, like calculate how it was, you know, how I got it, and they couldn't tell me, so, like, I don't know how they decided what to give me, but hey, extra money, nice. You can use it to do more Mellowetta things. I don't know why I brought that up. It just, stream of consciousness kicked into full gear. What? Oh, right. Okay, now we're doing this. Oh, this is impossible. This is always kind of tough to control. Ah! Yeek. Okay. Alright. Okay, we got, well, and we're done. Alright, cool. Use it to buy another plushie. I actually just bought 2 Pikachu plushie while I was in San Francisco because they have a little Nintendo store over there. They're very cute. They're both getting married. I also bought some Yoshi plates. I wasn't originally there to shop for myself or completely. I was hoping to buy for like other people. And yeah, a lot of it ended up just being mine. Not because I didn't want to shop for other people, but because like it was hard to find things that I knew others specifically would really like, you know? It's also partially because a lot of the people who I would shop for at that kind of place, I've purchased things for them before at the other Pokemon centers and Nintendo stores when I was in Japan. So I was like, is there anything here that they don't already have? But I wouldn't mind going back again. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun. And I got to try Mario Kart World on Switch too, which, you know, Yoshi's animations are adorable. I accidentally just... Don't listen to that sound. I didn't do anything. There, see? They're fine. Oh, last night I got to see a movie too. Have you all been to the cinema recently? Oh, we're bashing doors. Look at all this stuff we're doing. This level's very dynamic. Okay. Oh, I'm magnetic now. Oh, very magnetic. I'm carrying everything. Oh no! Ah! Let me out! Let me out! Oh no! I can't. I just. What is going on? That was so chaotic. Okay, I did manage to break this. That's cool, because I was so confused. I was like, what am I doing? What's happening? Alright, we got a 3. Let's try and go fast so we can make it through. Okay. Well, we're off to an amazing start. Let me leave! Let me out! Let me out! Someone brought a Netflix Wii disc? I actually have one of those. Kane was right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw that episode yesterday. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No, it was the day before that. And I have to say, I have more questions now. Not a lot of answers, but plenty of questions. I did not mean to touch that. Oops. Too many questions. Yeah, there's a... Ow. There's a lot happening there. Oh gosh. I'm about to blow up. This is not great. No! I don't have this kind of time. Let me out of the nightmare cube. There we go. Nope, looks like we're going back on the roller coaster. Oh, okay. It's like, you think the camera's gonna adjust so we can actually see what we're doing? I bet some people have perfect control of that section and they're just amazing at the game. Oh, Elliot's about to get chucked into the wild blue yonder. Oh, now it's just him. I like how he's facing the other direction, too. Like, he's being shoved against the... He's being shoved against it. Like, he doesn't have any real control here. Here we go. Yep, called that. Well, at least we can pick most of them back up. Hi, Knights. We still got a B on that? How did I still get a B? Okay, I'm legitimately shocked, but alright, I'm not not. You're missing what, Luma? There, we gotta go up now. Ah, there's the fish. Yeah, it's been something I've been watching. I've enjoyed the show, but it's definitely got moments where I'm like, what is happening? Gosh. There we go. Okay. Come on, hit him. Hit it. There we go. The fish is fish. Oh, you're asking if it's worth watching. I've enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I've enjoyed it. I mean, there's still a lot that I don't understand in it, but that's alright. I'm enjoying it. And I think they've dubbed it into a lot of different languages, too. So, like, you don't have to watch it in English to understand what's going on. Alright, well, that went pretty well, I think. Chat, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we've reached the hour-and-a-half mark, which means I need to take a break. I'll be back with you in a little bit, alright? Please stand by. I'll see you soon. Did you miss me? Hello. I've gotten my snack in, so I'm a little more conscious now. All right. Now, where were we? Didn't we just do this level? We did, right? Yeah, it's the one with all the chaos. All right. Here we go. Actually, take a deep breath first. Everybody take a deep breath. If you're scrunched over in your chair, sit up straight. Sit up straight. Don't be shrimping. Take a deep breath. Stretch out your arms. Then you can relax. Feels good, right? Alright. Here we go. Twin Seeds, the growth. Oh, well, down we go. Arrow wants us to go over there, huh? Well, chat, it's a leap of faith. Here we go. You can see the city down there. Almost. Just one more. That one. Got it. Good start, but we got places to go. That's so satisfying when it happens. Woohoo! Look at all those stars. New record! Woohoo! Oh, don't want to forget this. There we go. Oops, careful. Oh. Whoa. Alright, alright. There we go. Yeah, this one's pretty great, Logan. Hey! think I have enough. Nice. Could use some help here. Going up! You all are waiting for me to say it, so we might as well get it out of the way, right? Alright. Well, now we got somebody... Now we got a big boss. Let's get this done. Got it. Woo! Woo! That's a lot of rocks. Let's go under them. Or not. We'll go under them. Doesn't go under them. Okay, we'll try something else. Rock and roll! And run all you want, dude. We still got you. Gotcha. Call that victory, chat. Wiseman is down once more. Time to wake up. Oh, that was a slightly strange cut. I didn't expect that. Well, since it's based on the subconscious, that kind of makes sense, Logan. Does seem like something they were probably going for. You got this, kid. He looks like he could be in a Virtua Fighter. I think they found their talent. A lot of confetti, a lot of confetti in that parade, obviously. Oh my goodness. I did say it's a lot of confetti, I did. But I meant in-game. Oh my gosh. Does anybody actually want to watch the final cutscene for this game? Like, hey, I know you! I assume she's doing dress rehearsal, because I just noticed the audience looks a little bit empty. Gotta pat myself on the head. Pat myself on the head for completion. Roll credits. Well, there you go, chat. That's Nights into Dreams. Still one of my favorite games, and the whole reason I own a Sega Saturn. Now, fun fact, there's a Christmas variant, and we'll have a chance to play it, but only the original Sega Saturn Christmas variant comes with the Sonic expansion, which means we can't play it today, but we might get to the Sonic expansion if I ever get around to play this on original hardware. It's a pretty cool title, though. Definitely something I'd recommend to anybody who's interested in a little bit of Sega's older output. And also, just if this is the sort of thing you want to try to optimize your playthrough of. The Wii version also has some really good stuff. So at some point we should probably revisit that. You know, it's obligatory. If you follow me, you know that at some point Knight's Journey of Dreams is going to make its way back on screen. The question is not if, but when. You'll watch Dreams and you'll like. I mean, you don't have to like it. You don't even have to watch it. But I will be playing it at some point, so hopefully you'll join me. Of course, the sequel game actually provides a bunch of full voice acting for a bunch of the characters, which is funny because it makes Knight sound British. Now, what I have not quite figured out is why this game takes up 3 gigabytes of space on my hard drive. I'm like, isn't this a PS2 port? It's okay though. It's 3 gigs well spent. It could also be that it was reported at some point for the Xbox. The game underwent several ports, and then the Wii version just sadly got overlooked. There's a dedicated fan base out for the Wii version, though, who speedruns it and is trying to find ways to break and modify the game, because it's actually pretty rock solid in terms of its code. Lots of people involved in this game. I wouldn't call this a Christmas carol, but we hear it so often around Christmas time. It gets close, doesn't it? I don't know how I managed to skip the card boss. Maybe I missed a level by accident. Special thanks to all those folks. You have your protagonist in the foreground and your antagonist in the background. Looks like a Kirby boss, honestly. Oh. I did a jack-o'-lantern that was that one time. I don't think it'll get us in trouble, if that's what you mean, Logan. Since it's part of the game's soundtrack. All right. So, who wants to see Christmas Nights? This is rhetorical. We will be saying it.
Do it again.
Now, before we do that, I think we'll just dive right in.
The city is covered with Christmas decorations.
Oh yeah, this is important. Pay attention, chat.
And people are looking for presents for their loved ones. Among them are Elliot and Clarice. They all look rushed. That gentleman, that lady, that old man. Why do they have to walk that fast? In the crowd, they feel something important is missing. The streets look so beautiful. This is the most cheerful time of the year. But it seems like nobody is paying any attention to something important. Walking down the street, they find themselves in the middle of Twin Seeds City, facing the mammoth Twin Seeds Tower. It is decorated beautifully, and the tower appears as one huge Christmas tree. However, they realize what is missing from the Christmas spirit. The one thing nobody seems to notice. There is no shiny star atop the gigantic Christmas tree. Without it, the tree is incomplete.
All right, chat. There's the framing device. Let's go fix the problem. Welcome back to Spring Valley. You've seen it before, but you haven't seen it like this. Everything's been decorated. Including the reeds. And the little guys. Alright. Let's go talk to our friend. Even Nights is decorated. Check it out, chat. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. And we don't have to break it open, we gotta hang the ornaments instead. Surely we can find enough of them. Now, what's great is this originally released as a demo. This was just supposed to get people interested in the game. So you could get a free version, you could get this disc for free, depending on what magazine I think you were subscribed to. And I just think it's such a fun, charming extra edition. Like, they didn't need to go all out like this. But they redid all this stuff. And there goes the tree. Now it's firmly planted in the side of the mountain. It's so jubilant. Colorful. I really like it. Obviously, we gotta go get that star, right? Can't be letting wise men run off with a Christmas star. It may not even be his fault, but we can blame him, right? He seems like he'd have Grinchy tendencies. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells. Sorry, I didn't take a deep enough breath, so I started to run out of air there. Alright, we'll take that. Get out the rest of the ornaments. Whee! Oh, forget these. How many ornaments does the tree need? Oh, that was all of them. Nice. If you haven't heard it, so if this is your first time hearing the soundtrack for this, or you just, you know, are enjoying it, you can actually go on YouTube and find the whole soundtrack that they put in. And there are quite a few Nights-specific Christmas remixes of Christmas carols, so that's the sort of thing that interests you. None of them, I think, have lyrics, so... Nice instrumental background music, if that's the sort of thing you like. Or you just, you know, like the sound of old Sega Saturn music. Who says you can't find Christmas music in video game soundtracks? I like how that Christmas tree is hanging upside down. Alright, next. Ooh, okay, we're going up. Hop. Nice. Do we have enough? Oops. Nice. We're going a little off the beaten track there. Oh, not even close. All right. Could you imagine, if this is how ornament shopping always looked, chat? Honestly, that's kind of sounds like a cool time to me. There we go. Tree's full. Let's go. Pop. Nice. Up next. You know, they did a pretty good job, I think, upscaling the game, considering, you know, originally it was on a much smaller resolution, so redoing all those graphics and things must have been challenging. The only way to get the upscaled graphics for the Christmas mode is through this release here, so I think. Spin that guy, but not that guy. Oh, we should have enough. Let's bust it open. Nice. I say bust it open after I just confirmed that we're not doing that. We're actually decorating. I really like decorating for Christmas, actually. I was very excited when I got to help hang up lights. Because my own house doesn't do a lot of that, so helping other people with it is pretty fun. It's a very social experience, and I think that there's a lot of joy in it. What's your favorite holiday tradition, chat? You have a favorite thing you like to do for Christmas? Or a holiday close to Christmas? By which I mean close on the calendar, not necessarily the same in overall, you know, feel. What do we get? Ooh, a bee. Nice. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, look, even the boss. Even the boss. Even the boss is decorated for Christmas. Unfortunately, he's still bad, so we still have to keep hitting him in the head. This is not optional. Look at those stars. We could use those. Oh, I'm fumbling. Let's try again. Well, we're not getting much of a bonus, but that's okay. That's unfortunate. Could it be the hat, chat? Or could it just be me fumbling? I might actually have to redo this one. Be close. There we go. Zoom, zoom. Alright, that's one star down.
With the help of knights, Elliot and Clarice found the star, shining in 7 colors.
Well, don't we need
But the entire story was a dream.
Don't we need to do the
So, what was that star? They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know. Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights.
You know, like one does. It's fine. It's fine. They're fine. It's okay, chat. The game doesn't end with a concussion.
They start feeling cheerful again.
Yeah, that's good.
And now happiness, like the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again. Everything is okay now. Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone. Merry Christmas.
But we didn't get to see the other levels, so obviously we gotta do some more. One more time, chat. For the history books. Time to go decorate some more trees. Whee! Sheep. Fun fact for you, chat. During the month of December, the Space Needle actually puts a Christmas tree on top. Would y'all like to see a picture? Alright. I'll show you after this. I'm actually planning on going there after the stream, so hopefully I'll be able to get y'all a good photograph there too, but I'll send you one that another folks have taken. Another folks have taken? Jello, you want to recycle that sentence and try again?
Do it again.
An IRL stream? I've tried that once or twice, but I don't think my network carrier likes it. Shoop. Like I said, this game is no longer available on Steam, at least in my region, but it was originally for sale for $8. So maybe they'll bring it back. Phew! That was close. Hey, I got an A rank. That's cool. Yeah, delisting it's kind of a shame. Not quite enough to finish decorating the tree, but still not bad. This will be enough for sure, though. There we go. Nice. Sorry, Luma, I'm not quite sure I understand what you're telling me. Oh, there's a dude here. I didn't see him. Hey, 2 A's in a row. Wow, let's go, chat. Close, but not quite. Not quite. Need a little more to knock this tree out of the air and back into the ground where it belongs. This is fun. Christmas scheme? Yeah, it looks good. They look good in Christmas colors. There's some other color suits too. There's they have a Halloween one, although I don't know if it ever gets used in game, but they do have one. The original Sega Saturn version of this game actually had several holiday-centric events. And if you played on April Fool's Day, you could actually play as Riala instead of Knights. It was kind of funny, actually. Just like how many different things you could do. And in the Wii, they tried to do almost a Chow Garden sort of thing. But it's internet connected, so it doesn't really work all that well now, you know. Alright, how'd we do? A B, alright, so far so good. Come on, come on. But yeah, they look good in red. Red and white. It's very much a complimentary color choice. As soon as we find the tree, we've got all we need, so... Evidently we skipped right past it last time. That's kind of funny, actually. There it is. Probably got a C for that one, since we got 2 loops, but that's okay. Whee! I really like Christmas lights. Christmas decorations in general. They just make me happy. Of course, it could also be that, you know, Christmas time in general turns me into a whole different version of myself. So, you know, there may be some there may be some aesthetic preference that kind of comes built in with the me. Woohoo! So close. Come on, give me the A. We got an A grade. Woo! All right, now let's grab this guy and get him out of here. Oh. I disagree with that assessment. Come on. There we go. Closer. I love the implication that even though he's just the level 1 boss, it's actually this guy who's responsible for wrecking the Christmas spirit across the whole city. Just this dude. He's like, nope, I wanted all the Christmas decorations for myself, actually. And I don't want to share them with anyone. Woohoo! That took a little more effort, but we got it. Shoomph. I think it's gonna replay. Yeah, it's gonna replay the same cutscene, but that's okay.
Knights, Elliot and Claris found the star, shining in 7 colors. But the entire story was a dream.
It's like Mario Party.
I got a star.
So, what was that star? They don't talk about the dream they saw. But there is one thing both of them know.
Stars in the chat.
Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights.
And apparently a few coins in the chat. The sound effect they use for that is so funny to me. Jack, it's such a funny illustration. It makes me giggle.
They
At least everyone's okay.
Cheerful again.
I've heard this cutscene in Japanese too. I don't know how much of the script has changed between the two.
And now happiness, like the light of a small candle, starts filling the city once again.
You know, I actually have
Everything
candlelit
is
right
okay
now.
now.
Not too far from here.
Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone. Merry Christmas.
In a dream I could see you are not far away. Anytime, any place.
Only this winter and no other. At least until next Christmas.
You're that special one that I've been waiting for. And I hope you're looking for someone like me. In my dreams, I can hear you calling me in the night. Everything is so sweet in your eyes. I feel there's so much inside. Oh yeah. In the night, dream delight. I want to see you standing there. In the night, dream delight. I found someone who really cares.
Feels good, doesn't it?
In a dream we can do.
Okay, I'm awake.
There's nowhere I'd rather be but here with you. The stars above light the way only for you and I. I'm so glad I found the one I've been looking for. Keep the dream of the one you're hoping
I don't know if I have the vocal range for that, Logan. Maybe the original. I don't know about this version.
Just be strong, and you're sure to find.
I'll try and practice. How's that sound?
Do it again. In the night, in delight, I want to see you standing there. In the night, dream delight, I found someone who really cares. In the night, dream delight, I want to see you smile again. In the night, dream delight, you are the one I've waited for.
Another year. Another holiday tradition. And hey, we beat Sonic's score, so, you know, we're getting better at the game.
In a dream I could see you're not far away. Anytime, any place.
I think it's playing the ghost of my... Yep, that's the ghost of my playthrough, which is actually kind of funny.
That I've been waiting for, and I hope you're looking for someone like me.
It was a weird spot for the camera, but that's okay.
I can hear you calling me in the night. Everything's so sweet in your eyes. I feel there's so much inside.
Lakitu doesn't get paid enough? That's probably true. So yeah, that's Nights into Dreams. And its Christmas expansion, which is still One of my favorite charming games for Christmas season. Let me go and see if I can find you that photo I promised. There it is. Oh. Alright, here's what it looks like, chat. Kind of cool, right? Yeah. That red beacon on the top serves as the star. The beacon's always there, but the tree lights are not. So it's kind of a fun little extra they do every year. Anywho, in terms of, in terms of Christmas tree buildings, that one's ours. So with that in mind, the only thing I had left on the docket is this sort of... It's a Mario 64 ROM hack. I don't know if it's any good, so we'll give it a try, and if it's good, then we'll play some of it, and if not, then we'll wrap up. Because, we've been at this for 2.5 hours, and we beat the primary game that we were setting out to finish. So, yeah. Let's load that up. Let me see if I can get it to work on the first go. But first, we'll close this. Well, okay, maybe not just yet. I do kind of want to look at this. Some of this promotional art is really cute. I just like looking at it. I don't... Due to Wednesdays? Let me double check something real quick. Wednesdays miss? I don't know, Luma. I'll let you all know if that happens. Kind of depends on whether time is on my side. I like the little reindeer. Look how goobery they are. Look at these little guys. I want one of those on my shelf. They make me giggle. This is just what it's like to go Christmas shopping. And here you go, Shiny, since you mentioned, the character, you preferred the character in red. Well, there you go. Now you got a whole bunch of it. Oh, there's your direct comparison, too, which I think is kind of fun. They have the side-by-side there. Y'all ever notice that Knights kind of has the same, side mouth thing going on that Sonic does? But it seems to make a little more sense on them, I think. Maybe that's just my opinion. Got some rough sketches here. It's really actually quite impressive how much, they packed into this little package to make you... see how much went into even what was just a promotional at the time. Doesn't have extremities. I mean, yeah, I guess technically most of their legs appear to be. I don't know. Kind of depends about that, doesn't it? I will say, I think the Nighttopians look a lot cuter with the hats on. I just think this looks nicer. I like this better. I think the little hats are fitting for them, That's my opinion. That's just a cool render. I know it's, you know, very 90s, but I just like looking at it. So yeah, very aesthetically pleasing game, very fun to play, very solid music all around. I've always really liked this title. And now that we've all had a chance to share it, I'm gonna close it, and we will do the thing we're supposed to do for a couple minutes. After hanging on the title screen for like a second longer. There we go. I love that game. Alright, now then. Let's see if this just works. It would be nice if it did, but I don't know. We'll have to find out together. Ba-ba-ba. That's a bit large. There we go. That's a little better. Now where's the... I'm having some trouble finding the thing I'm looking for. Maybe it's not in here. Oh well. Yeah, that works. Oh, whoa. That's weird. Why did it do that? I don't want it to do that. It just tears itself open periodically. That's not going to be weird to have constantly happening in the background, is it? There we go. That's better. A friend pummeling Redeem? Maybe one day. Okay. Behold. Alright. Hey look, Puyo Puyo. Oh, you can climb them. Okay. Oh, well, that's not it. Yeah, there's some old school stuff in there, Logan. Uh-oh. That's not it. Back into the snow. So yeah, this is called Sweater 64, and I didn't really get a chance to look at it, so I don't know how good it is. I know it's got a lot of Tetris blocks. Kind of makes me think of Puyo Puyo Tetris, actually. Let's say we all get to experience together whether this is an enjoyable experience But if nothing else, we got, you know, we got this little jumping Klonoa model. Struggling a little bit here. Let's try grabbing some coins. Oh, he looks rude. I wonder if there's more. There is. I wonder if this is just a lift of that boss fight from Tall Tall Mountain. Or not Tall Tall Mountain. Tiny Huge Island. I remember when Oli Up was like a really popular game for like, what, a month and a half maybe? I guess mostly because of just how frustrating most people found it, which, you know, kind of makes it more of a rage bait sort of title, I suppose, than anything. I thought there might be more Piranha Plants. Like maybe the Piranha Plants had a star, but I don't see them. Okay. I guess we can grab the coins. Is it just me or does his voice sound a little squeakier than we're used to? Oh, there's Mario. Hey, he's got a star. Which is funny, because Klonoa's already got a pretty squeaky voice, so the fact that he said squeakier than average, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, well, I guess we're not getting those. Hopefully we didn't need them. It's weird. Okay, it's weird how he just turns into Mario for the ground pound. Camera? What's up here? Okay, I guess we're supposed to wall jump this. Camera? What the? Oh, okay. That was weird, but we'll take it. Ah! Yeah, they got me. Okay. Edge glitch? There we go. Are you gonna tell me you lost your baby in this mess? Yeah, you did. Okay. That's cool. No, I really... How do you think we're supposed to get the baby up here? Uh-oh. Okay. I guess we're not supposed to go that direction, chat. But the records show that was not correct. Oh yeah, that can be frustrating. Come on. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to handle how I'm supposed to handle that jump. There's a shell or shadow. I don't know why though. How am I supposed to do this? And why does a coin keep flickering in and out of existence over there? What's that about? Okay, chat. What do we think so far? Oh, darn. It's not really helping that Klonoa's hitbox is matching Mario's, even though his model does not. It does make it a little harder. Okay. Oh, be careful. Ugh, it's really tight. Ah, bummer. What does this sign say? Thank you for playing the ROM hack. I was busy with classes. Hope you like the concept. There are 3 free stars, 1 red coin, and 100 coin. Once you have all the stars, the far right yellow square piece will bring you to the end of the game. If you get stuck due to level issues like the missing penguin, then you can pause and reset the level. The model was made from Klonoa. Credits to Simple Flips, of course. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. Okay. There we go. That's rough. One more time. Hearing the mother penguin constantly is... it's like, okay. No! Ah! Fell again. Wall jumping in this game is hard. I don't think this is a work in progress, Luma. I think this is the final version. What? Oh, I didn't even realize I went off axis, but I guess I went off the axis. One more time. Okay. Darn it. No, no, no! Alright, I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes and then we'll probably give this up because this jump is pretty rough. And being forced to fall all the way down every time is a little discouraging. Mostly because wall jumping in Mario 64 is harder. And like I said, Klonoa's hitbox doesn't match his model, so I have to eyeball it. It's not what I want. No, where's he going? By Benedict Foddy. Okay, this part... There we go. I don't want to do that jump anymore. Yeah, I knew it. There we go. We're gonna save state spam now, chat. Mostly... What the... Could the camera, could you not? Oh, it's a 1-up. Okay, yeah, I'm not going down there for that. Okay, so it looks like I'm supposed to go up here. Y'all don't see something else that I'm supposed to, like... Yeah, the camera was not optimized for this very much. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite. Now the question is, how in the heck? How do I get to that other side?
Does anyone have any ideas? Oh my goodness, enough with the baby. I understand your child went missing. Be a better parent. That wasn't it. Nice. You know, that sounds fair, Duskfy. Hang on. Let's see if I can even manage that. Okay, so maybe it's just the red streamers? Oh my gosh. Maybe it's just the red streamers? Oh, okay. Or not. What? No! What the? I just walked forward! No! What is going on? What is happening? Alright, so I guess that's not the solution. I think we all know why I spammed save states, right? Oh, cool. Nice. Okay, well that's not it. I like how you can consistently replicate this glitch. Like, it's not even hard. Also, you can't reset the level if you do that, so you're just soft locked unless you already save stated. Okay. Maybe this way. What the? Okay. Okay. I don't know how I did that either. Like, legitimately, not the faintest idea. But we'll take it. I've never heard him say, "Here we go," in an Australian accent before. Okay. Am I supposed to carry the baby back over there? Chat, you don't honestly think that was the developer's intention, right? You can't wall jump with a baby, so the only way to carry this... Is there something above us that I don't see?
You're supposed to go all the way back down for the red coin? Are you serious? Why are there so many hostile snowmen? Alright, set that down for a sec. What do you want?
Club Penguin.
Okay, that...
Can't make this stuff up.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'm soft locked again. Ah!
What is happening? Why is this game like this? Okay. Get a level with you, chat. I haven't the faintest idea how we're supposed to get this baby back to its mother. Not even a little bit. Well, that's not it. Okay, well, we're soft locked again. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let you all enjoy this for a moment. Truly this was Miyamoto's vision all along. I see the situation hasn't much improved, chat. Okay, I guess I'll try again. Maybe, wait, hold on. What if the penguin is supposed to come down here? Oh no. No, 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 no. The penguin can just walk through the... How? How am I supposed to carry this thing back up with me? And it can go under... Of course it can. Of course it can go under here, even though I cannot. With all due respect to the developer, how much time did you spend playtesting this? Like, I'm actually legitimately curious. Okay, how come we... I think we're gonna quit while we're ahead, chat. I don't think this one is meant to be beaten by us. I think this is this one is not going to make it onto the repeats list. This is not going to become a Christmas tradition. Nights will remain a Christmas tradition. This, on the other hand, I think we better cut our losses and quit while we're ahead. I do kind of wonder what happens if you modify the star count so you just get all the stars. Because this is a hack, which means, you know, there's probably some way to return to the castle. What the? Okay, so you lose a life and your coins. That's unfortunate. Huh. But there doesn't look like there's any legit way to get back to the castle. What if we do this? What, can we jump immediately? Mamma mia. Nope, no we cannot. Oh, you lose your red coins too. So the solution the developer recommends is lose all your progress. Gotta be honest, not a huge fan of that design choice. Yeah, I think we're gonna... Hold on a sec. Can I... What if I... No, it doesn't look like I can do that. It would be cool if I could, but it doesn't look like I can. Okay, well... That's enough of that. And hey, it's been 3 hours, chat, so I think that's a good stopping point for all of us. I don't know, I don't know how you're supposed to beat this. I don't think I have the skill set necessary, or maybe just the patience level. But I did have a good time, and I'm hopeful you all did as well. So thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. Now let's see, is there somebody... Oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. Is there somebody we could be... Where's the... I feel like they move this button every time I blink. I don't want to see similar... No, I don't want to see sort for... Why does this do... There used to be a button where I could just say, who am I following that's live? And apparently they don't do that anymore. I don't know why. Seems kind of rude, honestly. So I guess I'll just go to the main Twitch page and see if there's anybody there. Yeah, they got rid of that button. I don't know why they did that. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover that I overlooked between. Oh, well, it doesn't look like anybody I follow is actually online right now, so we'll just call it a day for the time being. Thank you all for taking the time to hang out with me. I will see you all again on Wednesday, and until we meet once more, you know the drill, but I'll say it anyway. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas and ciao for now. Ah.